Hey everybody, it's Mike Shellenberger for Public. The totalitarian nightmare that we have been warning about is now happening. The European Union is at this moment forcing big tech companies to secretly engage in mass censorship. Google and Facebook are apparently going along with it, and only Elon Musk's X is resisting. A few hours ago, Musk said the European Commission offered X an illegal secret deal. If we quietly censored speech without telling anyone, they would not fine us. The other platforms accepted that deal, X did not. And so now the EU is preparing to punish X with massive fines, up to 6% of its total global revenue. I can't imagine a more egregious form of foreign interference in our domestic affairs than foreign governments demanding mass secret censorship for ideological and political reasons. Most terrifying of all is the apparently direct involvement of government intelligence and security agencies, as well as their intermediary organizations, in demanding censorship. This is all happening at the very same moment that those governments, including our own, are warning of yet another Russian disinformation campaign through spam accounts that hardly anybody ever sees. So don't be fooled by what's happening here. Governments and former intelligence officials in Europe, Australia, Israel, Brazil, and the Ukraine, as well as other nations, are not only demanding censorship, they're also often spreading their own disinformation. For example, the European Union claims that there is more false information on X than on other platforms, and more censorship would reduce it. Both claims are false. Only X has the open source community notes system, which allows for real-time corrections to false information. A recent study in JAMA, the Journal of American Medicine, found that 97.5% of the community notes were entirely accurate, 2% partially accurate, and just 0.5% inaccurate. It's not a perfect system, and of course, science is never standing still. So what appears accurate today might not be accurate in the future. But X's community notes uses more speech, not censorship, to provide context to controversial content. You can still agree or disagree with the original content, even with a community note attached. What the EU wants is for its own committees of experts, not community notes, to secretly decide what we can read and say online. This is unethical and unconstitutional. Another key part of the EU's disinformation is that researchers should have access to X's internal data, which Musk cut off when he bought Twitter. But those people who want the data aren't just researchers, they're censorship advocates, many of whom have very deep ties to the governments in general and intelligence agencies in particular. If the EU succeeds in censoring X, Facebook, Google, and every other major internet platform, then there is no free speech. There is only government-controlled speech. Now, many people rightly worry about the implications of a single person, Elon Musk, being all that stands between us and foreign governments' totalitarian censorship demands. I worry about that too. Our speech is inalienable. It's not something governments give to us or corporations. We need to fight back. While we should be grateful to Musk for standing up to the totalitarians in Europe, Brazil, and Australia, we must build a citizens' movement to fight back. There's 3 things that you can do. First, share this video to raise the alarm. Second, add your email to the list linked below so we can involve you in the future. And third, consider making a donation to build the free speech movement and urge Congress and other social media platforms to stand up for free speech against foreign interference. Thanks for listening.